Do, 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 do. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. D is back.
Hello.
So, by the way, did you recognize that music?
Oh, absolutely.
Tell
Theme
her
to the theme to WOR's movie 9.
WWOR TV in Secaucus, New Jersey.
Yes, yes.
What a
Back then though it was
pull.
only one W.
That was the one W. You're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Wow, man, that brings back some memories.
That's
Uh,
old school, man. And then
yeah.
they used to play that theme every day.
With the pictures. So before Dr. D and I go into this long conversation about movies, because we all love our movies, I want to thank everyone for, especially once again, Dennis Brennan. Hopefully, people have actually listened to that podcast from last week. I have his book. I actually started reading it already. And hopefully, I get done with it pretty soon. It's actually really cool. I knew nothing about Aaron Burr. So that was actually great. But now we're going to go. Now, got to talk a little politics, but very little. The reason I say very little is because there's just so much going on right now with Iran and everything else. No one wants to hear my 2 cents on it because I obviously don't know anything about it. I'm not sitting there in the Pentagon, so I'm not going to talk about it. I'll wait till, the things turn over. In fact, actually, while I was at work today, one of our guys who's Pakistani came in and said, he goes, my brother just called and it looks like Pakistan and Afghanistan are now going at it. I'm like, wow.
No.
Wow. So, just too much, too much. I need to settle down. My little brain can't handle it. So I'd much rather talk to Dr. D anyway. You're a lot more fun. So, but I do want, I was at work at my fun job. I have to differentiate my fun job from my normal work. So my fun job, I work with young kids, teenagers, and in a patriotic kind of way, or more of my personal view, not Dr. D's. I'm not going to ask him. Personal view, more of my conservative things like my feelings, my emotions, the way I think, man. Movies that teenagers should watch. Now, I've only come up with two that are like main. I'm not talking about like old movies, like Battle of the Bulge. But by the way, did you know Battle? Wow, useless information. Battle of the Bulge that came out that
That was a good one.
yeah, Eisenhower supposedly. I don't know if like he actually came out on TV and said that this is not real. He said that the tanks that were used are incorrect. Some of the scenes were incorrect. I was like, wow. So I believe there might have been a second movie. I'm not sure. I got to do more research. But the Battle of the Bulge, she said like they were showing the desert and not the forest. And like, so Eisenhower actually had to, as president, he came out and said, this is fake. Wow. So fake news has been around for a while. So
And the fact that he came out to like actually say something like that.
yeah, I mean, just imagine that. Like, I don't want to say Trump because that's too easy, but the next president, President Dr. D, comes out and would say
Yeah.
this movie is not real. But so the movies I came up with, number one, Red Dawn from the '80s, not the
Excellent
remake.
flick. Love it.
Now, Dr. D, we don't want to tell his age, but I know as a young teenager, every young boy wanted to be a Wolverine. We all wanted to grab a shotgun and start shooting Russians and Cubans.
I was active duty when that movie dropped. So there you go.
So you were prepared.
Yeah.
Now, the next one, mandatory. Now, most people probably haven't seen it. Demolition Man.
Oh,
With
classic, man.
Sylvester Stallone, Wesley Snipes, Dennis Leary. Watch that movie now in a political setting, and you will actually see what a lot of people believe that the left wing side wants. And I'm not giving anything away in that movie, but man, I'm mandatory. Do you have any movies that you could think of that young teenagers should look at that are may have had political overtones now that may didn't back then? or vice versa?
Network from 1976.
Ooh, wow, that's a good pull.
That's a good one because I mean it was hard hitting when it was new,
Hmm.
but 50 years on and like, yeah, this is the 50th anniversary year of that movie. It's legit. And again, I'll bring up Robert Duvall again, who had an
Hmm.
awesome role in that movie. It was very good.
Okay, all right. So that
Paddy Chayefsky wrote that. Of course, he won like several awards. Excellent, excellent screenwriter.
you just amaze me. I mean, like you pull a movie and you know the writers. You're like, and the key grip was,
The key.
the boom mic holder won an Oscar.
You know what? It's the guy. It's always about the guys in the background. Writer,
Exactly.
director. If those two things are solid, the actors have it easy.
The one credit I still don't know what the heck they do. Best boy.
I'd have to think about that. You could just run with that.
It just right. I'm like a little worried about that, but like it
I
just say
guess
like best boy.
that
Like
that's Hollywood's land dwelling version of Cabin Boy, I guess.
I have no idea. Hi, I'm the best boy. Okay, yeah, he was. Oh, gross. Anyway, so there was some possible sad news. I mean, it is sad, but did you see that Bruce Campbell has cancer and might be dying?
That is sad. That guy has been in so many of my favorite movies. It's ridiculous.
Movies, TV.
TV
I
show.
mean, like even the movie about himself. They call me Bruce. like, like
Yeah,
he plays
that
himself.
that was great. I was a big fan of Briscoe County when that was out because that was my Friday night was Briscoe County and the X-Files back in '93.
Before I really became a nerd, before I really became a nerd, in my Dungeons and Dragon nerd phase, like I actually did not know that Army of Darkness was part of the Evil Dead trilogy. I didn't know that,
Masterpiece movie. Yeah, that's because the name was different.
and I saw them out of order. So,
Oh, okay.
so I saw that one first, and I didn't understand the first 10 minutes of the movie. And then when you see the other, by the way, everyone should watch Evil Dead 1, 2, and then Army of Dark because they're also funny. Like
Exactly.
they do a good job of like scary actually.
The balance on those movies are great. Yeah, you get your chills, but also you don't leave like, you want to jump off a bridge after you see the movies.
Right. You're not worried about looking under the bed.
Right.
You're not worried about that. So Bruce Campbell. So that was interesting. Now later in the show, I am going to be assigning Dr. D some homework. And also we have a possible new run. Remember, I'm bringing up worst movie of the year that I've seen.
Hmm.
Well, I'm going to get to it now. It's a little early, but I wanted to bring it up because it's so bad. So this movie, that's the Sinbad movie is still the worst, but this one is a close second.
I'm glad you're taking those hits, man. I don't think I can
I want to watch the movies so you don't have to.
do it. Right.
Are you ready? War of the Worlds starring Ice Cube.
Oh my goodness. I think Ice Cube is melted after like the reception from that thing. Oh
So,
my
by the
goodness.
way, like a week earlier, I just saw Straight Outta Compton again for like the 80th time.
Oh well that's a masterpiece.
Right,
That's an excellent movie.
with his son playing him.
Which is frightening. His son
Right,
did a great job.
he did, and now I'm watching this movie, going, "What happened to him?" Like, so. By the way, I'm not giving any away. I mean, it's War of the Worlds, but it's basically you're watching it through a Teams call.
Yeah.
I thought like the whole movie, he is on. I don't know if they actually use the name Teams or Zoom or whatever, but the whole movie is 98% of the movie is him on this Teams call, calling people and talking to people, and it's horrendous. Like
Arden, I swear I couldn't get past you're braver than me. I couldn't get past 10 minutes.
I'm an idiot. I'm like I had to watch it because I thought it was like I'm waiting for him to be an action hero or something.
You're a masochist, man.
I am. Ay, 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 ay. But now the one thing I was watching. Okay, now I'm gonna get a little weird. I had way too much time on my hands. Everyone knows that I'm a Walking Dead fan, and everybody knows that I'm a Supernatural fan. Those are my favorite shows of all time,
I'm
mixed
with you.
together, mixed
I'm with you
together.
on both of those. They're great.
Now, are you ready for my ridiculous comments?
Drum roll.
All right. I actually am going in a theory, and I did some research on it, that The Walking Dead is actually part of the TV show Supernatural because there's seven or more actors that are in both shows, that the Winchester brothers at the end before the season finale caused the zombie apocalypse. And because I mean, if you haven't watched Supernatural all 15 seasons, you won't know anything I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But the father is oh my goodness, I forgot the guy's name. Help me out here. The what's the father's name of the Winchesters?
Danny Winchester.
Morgan. What is his name? Dennis
Oh,
Morgan.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan. He,
JDM.
yes, so he is the father of the Winchesters, and of course is Negan. But then there's the other woman, Cohen.
Lauren Cohen.
Yeah, so Laura Cohen, she's in it for season 3, and she's got a big role in it. And then there's others that pop up. So what if they actually changed history, and that when they actually died, somehow the zombie apocalypse happened, but all of those people were still alive because they changed everything.
That's award-winning fanfic right there.
I love it. I want that made. I want that. But by the way, I was actually watching
Seven
something.
degrees of supernatural separation.
And Mr. Dean Morgan, by the way, is wanting the guy who played Dean Atkins. He wants him to be in the newer version of one of the spin-offs in Dead City.
Dead City. Okay.
So seriously, like, come on. I mean, these
Wow.
actors are in both. I mean, that's a lot. And there might be more. Like, they could be guys in the background. So I'm saying it was all one giant problem because they never explained really how the zombie apocalypse happened. They said it was in France, but what
Yeah,
if?
they alluded to that, but I think we're so far into it now. I mean, does it really matter? I think they got to find out how they can get out of this mess.
Right. I mean, they're like, and I think I don't know if you're watching it still or any of the
Oh,
other.
I've seen them all. Daryl's new show, all
Okay.
that stuff.
Yeah, I hated the Daryl Dixon thing once. I was like, oh, they went to England. Well, it was like the writers were like, England, nah, let's go to Spain. Like, what the hell was that?
No, I think he started out in France first.
Right, he was in France and then went to England for like
Right, that's right.
for like
Yeah.
one episode, and then everyone's dead in England. Okay.
The next season is going to be the last one because they know that they've milked that cow till it runs dry.
I mean, they can easily move it back to like back. Well, I mean, they then in Dead City, they're in New York City, which is cool. But I don't. It's gotten. I mean, the jumping of the shark has definitely happened on that show, but I'm still addicted to it.
I'm addicted, but it seems like in a narrative way, there's no place for them to go.
Right, right. And it's not like the old times where it was gritty and slow moving,
Yeah.
and like every problem you could see real problems. Like now the problems are easy to fix.
And on the Dead City show, so some of the fans can keep themselves occupied, they're trying to ship Maggie and Negan. And I'm
Yeah.
like, guys, really? This guy killed her husband in front of her.
Right. Just beat him to death,
It's like,
which is
wow.
still like one of the most queasy things I've seen in movies.
Well, because mostly because he didn't have it coming.
Right. His eyeball pops out. Ah!
Yeah, it's
Like,
crazy.
okay, so now with that, now that we're in a whole new topic, like deaths in movies that are like painful to watch. That is definitely like I'm trying to think of like others that are just like, oh, stop.
Oh, there's so many, man. Like you said, the one with Glenn on TV, that was
That was
horrific.
bad. I mean, so not a
It was doubly bad because of
he's
everybody
such
liking his character.
right, and he was a nice kid still, even though he was an adult. He was still the kid.
Exactly, because he showed up with a baseball cap in the first
Yeah,
seasons,
yeah, I mean, just an ordinary guy, and just
delivering
yeah,
pizzas.
delivering pizzas, and then he becomes like this superhero who can do everything. Just like,
I know.
I mean,
Baptism by fire with that
yeah,
guy.
I mean, he wasn't as tough as the son though, who gets shot in the chest, shot in the eye. keeps coming back.
The
Like,
son is so jaded, though.
yeah, I mean, he should be. I loved his character. I
He is just
loved,
jaded beyond belief.
Carl. Carl was great. I mean, like, he
I was
became,
upset when they took him out.
yeah, well, he didn't want to do it anymore. Now he's producing other stuff. But man, but I was trying to think, hold on a second. Hold on. Uh-oh. Hold on. I got to talk to this guy for 1 second.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Mr. Fun.
What are you doing?
You probably can't hear me, but we're doing a podcast right now with Dr. D. I can't,
Oh, well,
you're probably not
never
here.
answer while you should never answer while you do the podcast. You have fun. Call me later.
All right. Talk to you later.
All
Bye.
right.
That was Mr. Fun.
I love that unscripted moment.
Always, always, always. Because, in case our audience doesn't know, I don't edit anything. No, that's not true. One time we've had in the 4 years I've been doing this, there was one time I actually went back in and edited something that Abigail said because I was worried that she'd get into trouble because it was a spur of the moment comment, and I was like,
Censor hammer came down, huh?
yeah. And when I'm censoring things, there's a problem.
Yeah.
I mean, I say there's no holds barred. In fact, when I was talking to Dennis last week, I was like, you can say anything you want. You have carte blanche. And but that was good. So what are your new movies? Anything that you have that you've seen recently that you just are liking, not liking?
Yeah, I've been super busy. We've talked about that stuff offline, but one movie I saw recently that I've seen a dozen times, but I haven't watched it in probably about 15 years was Patterns by Rod Serling,
Ooh, good.
based on a teleplay that he did, and this particular film came out in 1956. So it's like just a couple of years before he hit it big with Twilight Zone.
Now, what is it about?
Well, the movie centers on a guy named Fred Staples, played by Van Heflin, and he's hired by this huge paper company in Manhattan as an executive. But what he doesn't know is that the evil boss, played by Everett Sloan, hired him to replace the vice president, played by Egg Begley. His name's Briggs
Ed
in the
Begley,
movie.
I remember him.
But anyway, instead of uh, Briggs just up and resigning, the manager browbeats this guy to death through like the whole movie to try to get him to resign. And the guy he brought in to replace him doesn't like that either. So eventually, I don't want to give away too much of the movie, but eventually the way this thing ends it has the new guy Staples taking Briggs's place, but also said, "Hey, I'm hired on. I'm going to make sure I keep this evil manager in check." Yeah, interesting movie. Definitely shows how corporate America back then was dysfunctional and how it still is dysfunctional right now.
Is there any like reason why his name is Staples and he works at a paper company? Like, is there an inside joke there somewhere that I'm missing?
No one writes Sterling, there probably is.
Okay. Was the Staples company around yet? Like the Rod Sterling work for
Swing
them?
Line, yeah, brought to you
Yeah.
by Swing Line.
Swing line. Wow, with my red. By the way, did you know that the red swing line stapler at one point was actually $1 more than the black one?
Why is that?
Because of the famous Office Space swing line red stapler, that people were buying them so much that the black staple it was outselling the black stapler, so they actually raised the price for $1 more.
That's just insane, and people paid it, which is doubly insane.
Yeah, I mean, everyone wanted their stapler. I gotta have my stapler. I mean, Office Space, by the way, a movie that is not, it's still a great movie, but the test of time is killing it.
Yeah.
That's, it's a tough one. It is a tough one.
Patterns is a good one, though. 1956, Rod Serling, Fielder Cook directed it. It's a good movie.
Good movie. So now, I know you and I were talking. Wow, do we want to go? I remember we were talking about your favorites are sci-fi and horror movies.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, so what are you like? If you were stuck on an island and you have an old DVD player, somehow you have a I can't even speak, a solar powered DVD player and TV.
So I'm stuck on an island with Tom Hanks in a basketball, right?
Right, with a
Volleyball.
volleyball. Except, yeah, but you're not. It's not Mystery Science Theater either. So you're stuck on an island with a solar powered TV, and that's all you have. You don't have a basketball. You don't have a volleyball. What are you? Do you have like 5 movies that you have you would watch every day?
2001: A Space Odyssey,
Ooh,
without a doubt, without a doubt.
nice.
Seen it a million times. Saw it as a kid. Was blown away. Still blown away by the movie as an adult.
Okay.
Definitely no problem. Definitely no problem. A newer one, Shawshank Redemption. I would watch that.
Which by the way, called now the greatest movie ever made.
Yeah, I think it. Yeah, I think it bumped off Citizen Kane.
Yeah. By the way, I've watched it. I don't know, 150 times myself. It's still not my favorite. Like I think it's good. Maybe it's just because I can't stand Tim Robbins. And Morgan Freeman annoys me too. Maybe.
Really?
Yeah, he annoys.
I was the movie flopped when it was new because I saw it. I was blown away by it, but it just didn't do well.
Yeah, I think ever since Morgan Freeman was in Robin Hood, like that movie, like oh God, like that movie. By the way, what was the Batman movie? That was also like in the top 4 or top 5.
Really?
The Dark Knight.
That's a good movie, but I never would have pegged that as a top five movie.
Yeah, I mean, I think it makes it the music and everything else. People just think it's phenomenal. I mean, I loved it, but I wouldn't say top 5 either. But
No, I mean, and there's so many movies, and the further we go, it's like the older films, unless it was something really huge,
right,
nobody's going to remember them, even if they were good.
right. I mean, if you say, "Oh, the Ten Commandments" or the greatest story ever told, like it's almost that time of year, by the way, for all the Easter movies to start coming out, all the religious Easter movies.
My new
So it's
Easter
like,
movie is The Life of Brian by Monty Python.
oh, awesome movie,
That's
awesome.
mine.
Wow, did you ever see the Silver Chalice?
The Silver doesn't ring a bell.
Okay. Oh no, you're gonna kill me. Why am I forgetting his name? He's in The Hustler, the
Oh, Paul
phenomenal
Newman.
Paul Newman.
Yeah.
It's his very first movie, and it's on the list of worst movies ever.
It's probably why it's not on my radar,
But
man.
it's so bad. It looks like it was done by a high school theater troupe. Like they definitely had no budget because it looks like it was done on a stage, and they put like the props up that just made it
Yeah.
sort of look like a palace, sort
hmm
of. Like, it's terrible.
I,
And
I guess you got to crawl before you can run, huh?
well, what's amazing is he knows it's so bad that he throws a party every single year, and they watch it. And like he invites all of his friends over, and they watch this movie every single year on the day it came out. How cool is that? And
Wow.
it's
I
so
guess it
bad.
helps if they've got alcohol there, they can like drown that
Oh,
out.
exactly. I mean, for all the great movies that he's done, but like it's so bad. I recommend you watch it.
Wow. Okay. It's probably floating around on YouTube for free.
Yeah, it should you should get paid to watch it.
Wow.
I don't even remember it's.
The silver chalice, huh? I have to look.
Yeah, it's so bad. It's so bad. So what other movies? So you got 2 so far.
Oh, let's see. You're right about Easter being around the corner with those movies like
Yeah,
Ten
sorry, I
Commandments
go
and
off
all that.
topic so easily.
Yeah. You know what I just saw recently? I saw clips of a new 4K restoration of Ben-Hur from
Ooh,
1959, which looks,
awesome.
I mean, it always looks good, but this new restoration, I don't know who did it.
Hmm.
It's just beyond amazing.
I love that movie.
It,
You know,
it's just
I
wow, man.
I am Judah Ben Hur.
No CGI,
Nope.
everything built from the ground up by hand,
Yep.
cast of thousands. I mean, granted, you couldn't do that today mostly because it's cost prohibitive.
Right.
You couldn't just mount something like that, but it's an excellent film.
I don't think PETA would really like to have a chariot race either like that.
The thing is, reading behind the scenes is that professional handlers were dealing with those horses and
Yep.
all that. And you're right now, if they made the movie now, they wouldn't care how many people got run over and killed. It'd be all about the horses.
Right, of course. Yeah, and
You
they'd
know?
be like, "Oh my God, one had to be put down."
Right, and you don't
You
want to
know,
see the horses hurt either, but like,
right.
I think when the movie dropped in 1959, people had a different perception of like what it was like to watch a movie.
And it was, and you felt like, and like it was a good movie. It would be the kind of movie. Remember, like in the it was like 70s and 80s where they tried to do things like in the theater, like they would have the seats vibrate, or they
Yeah,
have
we were
like
talking
this,
about that
yeah,
the other week, Sense
yeah,
Around. Yeah.
the sensor. Like that would be a cool one to have in sense around. Like
Oh,
how
yeah.
we expect. I mean, like everything when he's on the teremes rowing, like
Hmm.
they have like water splash on you, and then then the rumbling with the horses where you feel like throw some dirt on. Like, I mean, like that would be possibly the best movie to see in sense around.
Total immersion.
Yeah. Oh man, I would love to have a theater like that again. Just okay. So
I've
that's
always said if I won the lottery, like that $1 billion nonsense that's out there,
oh
I
yeah.
would have I'd open up a small revival house.
Oh, that would be a cool job.
I would have a Cinerama screen,
Hmm.
so anything could be screened the way it was originally,
Right.
and yeah, just run with it. Maybe have
Nice.
like three screens, so I have one where you're showing old films, and maybe two others that are showing current stuff.
Mm. I would go with actually I would go with the three screens, but I would have one as a restaurant.
Mm,
So you're sitting there, you're eating, and you have that to watch. But you have a
yeah.
set time, so no one is bothering you.
Hmm.
Then I would have like an IMAX type screen, just for every Star Wars movie and every movie. Like I would just put every sci-fi movie on IMAX. Everyone. Lord of the Rings.
I really think that there's a market for that, especially so people can see those old films that they weren't able to see when they first dropped,
Oh yeah.
and they can come in and come in and experience that. I think it's great.
It is good, and I know like I was where I am and where Dr. D is in Virginia. George Mason University has this theater. It's like $3 for a movie, $3 for popcorn. So $6, and the movies are usually about a year old and everything else. Like
I've
I
been to that one. I've been to
love
that a
that.
couple times, but it's great though. You
Yeah.
know, if you
And,
just want some cheap time out to drown your sorrows, man, that's like the place to go.
and so like those type of I know they have like the art houses, but like I want to see these old movies, again in
Yeah.
big time. I mean, I know they re-release everything again and again and again, but it'd be fun. Okay, so back to these. Okay, so you're up to three, by the way. You're still stuck on the island.
Okay, I'm still stuck on the
You're
island, man.
still, damn it, you're stuck on the island.
I got my SOS up.
Right. You're sitting there. There's no helicopter flying around yet. Okay, so you need two more.
I would go with Lord of the Flies from 1962. I think that was out.
Ooh, not the remake.
No, original.
Okay, I mean, God, that remake. I wanted to punch Piggy in the face. I
Yeah.
hated that kid.
That was one of the few remakes that I didn't mind. It wasn't
Yeah.
that movie was really good, but I really liked the original. That was on, yeah, I saw that as a kid. That just messed my head up.
Wow.
You could really see something like that happening.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, you're on an island and you're watching Lord of the Flies on an island.
Yeah, exactly.
You got your conch shell, you're blowing it, you're yelling at yourself.
Yeah. Another favorite film. This is like a totally away from the other stuff. We might have mentioned this last week, but Jason and the Argonauts.
Yes, love that movie. The stop motion animation.
Ray
And,
Harryhausen's
oh,
animation. It's peerless.
I mean, like you see this the skeletons like
Yeah.
that made the movie.
Oh,
Like,
the whole thing was great. I always liked Talos, that statue, especially
where it
when he
just
first turns
turns.
his head. That's just amazing.
Right. The fact that you knew who it was, I would have just said the Iron Golem, which would have been more embarrassing. But the fact that you knew it was Talos, it just turns his head.
Oh, that was another 4:30 movie, man. We watched as kids.
So explain the 430 movies.
That was on during the 1970s, 4:30 WABC Channel 7. And every afternoon they would show a heavily edited movie. You knew the movie was probably over 2 hours, but they had to shrink this thing into a 90-minute thing, a 90
Yep.
minute time frame with commercials.
With
So
commercials.
as a kid, you didn't know any better. You were just happy that WABC was doing this like for years.
And
And
Monster Week.
they would do theme weeks. Like they'd have a
Yep.
week of nothing but John Wayne movies.
Yep.
They'd have a week with nothing but science fiction movies.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes a week of like love stories, dramas, and all that. And we ate it all up.
We ate. Oh my God! It just every Godzilla Monster Week was like
Yeah,
their
just
big.
monster. That's right.
Every
That's right.
Godzilla movie, except you would get home, you're all excited, and it's like Godzilla versus the smog monster. Ugh, the worst one.
Who would ever thought that a time would come where like Godzilla was at -1 or +1 or whatever it was, won an Academy Award?
Right. Oh, which by the way, that
Talk
was
about
freaking
Godzilla
awesome.
being vindicated.
Yes, he can't be a good guy. He needs to be the bad guy. He makes it. I haven't watched any of the Godzilla Kong movies. I haven't watched any of them, but yeah, I did watch the Godzilla plus one or minus. Like that was
I
great,
thought that was an excellent movie.
especially when they show him when he was a lot shorter.
Yeah.
So we're running out of time. So I am going to give you a homework assignment. Dun 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 dun. By the way, is there going to be movies about the Iraq War, Iran War? Do you think?
Probably have to wait a couple of years, but yeah, they'll do them. They eventually do them all.
Well, we don't have that many good ones from the Iraq War. I mean, there was some really bad ones, but there really
Yeah.
wasn't that many good ones. So anyway,
Early '90s had what, like Black Hawk Down?
yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
But I know that people weren't happy because they didn't mention Bill Clinton by name.
People were divided on that Benghazi movie that was out. I think it was out 2013. When was
Yeah.
that movie out? Yeah.
Oh yeah, and American Sniper, that was good.
American Sniper was really good.
That
Yeah.
was a good one. So your homework, this should be interesting. I need you to come up with 5 movies that you actually like and will watch them at any time that would be very embarrassing for people to know.
Oh Lord.
For example, I'm going to share a story that I'm rather embarrassed about. That my brother and I were waiting for his wife. I forgot why we were waiting. And we had like 2.5 hours to 3 hours to kill. So we went to a movie theater, and the only thing that was about to start was Devil Wears Prada.
Lord have mercy.
So we have 2 guys going to see Devil. Can we look any more gay? Like 2 guys going into a movie theater. Hi, I'm here to watch Devil Wears Prada. Yes, I watched it, and we sat. We saw the whole thing. It came out, but that's my
I
most
saw the
embarrassing.
movie. I didn't dislike that film. The movie had great acting, but the whole setting. You're right. The whole setting. Is just
Yeah,
like
the
not
fact
me.
that my brother and I actually went to the movie theater and saw it.
You must have been desperate, man. I don't know what else was out at the time.
Well, everything else that actually had either started or was like 3/4 through, so that was the only thing that was about to begin, and we had to kill the full 2 hours. Or yes, that was. But I haven't seen it since, so that would not be on my list. So you have to come up with a movie that.
I'll give you one right now. My
Okay.
big fat Greek wedding.
Now, why is that embarrassing to you?
Because it's nothing that I would gravitate to.
Oh, okay.
Talked into going to that and ended up liking the movie. You know, like
Okay.
so many, because it was in the theater for like about a year.
Right.
They made it for like what, like $5 million, and it made like almost $400 million at the box office. It's just crazy.
Right. Oh, okay. That's a good one. That's it.
Yeah.
I got to find out which one that. Oh no, our music is turning off on us. But yeah, we'll come up with more. And now I have to come up with some other embarrassing movies. Well, Dr. D, I will talk to you hopefully next week, or maybe the Iran war will be over by then.
Oh, we'll see, man.
All right,
Good
well-
talking.
Have an awesome weekend, and thanks everyone. Feel free to reach out to us. And once again, buy the book by Dennis Bredman. That was a good book. Listen to us again. Have a great night.
Good night.